Imagine laying on a beach, the wind tickling your skin. The shore, you hear the water crashing on the shore, the waves. You hear kids laughing. This is it. This is the life. You're laying on a beach in Tel Aviv. What could be more perfect than this? You're tired. Who thought that laying in the sun would be so tiring? You begin to doze off. And then you hear it. The sirens. You've never experienced the sirens for yourself. You've heard about them in stories. You don't know what to do. You look around. Everyone's running. You follow them. You find yourself in a bunker, looking around at tourists like yourself, scared. You see fear in their eyes. You look at the locals. They're laughing? Why are they laughing? How could they be laughing at such a serious moment? You tap the man's shoulder to your right of you. Sir, how can you be laughing right now? He looks back at you and he says, how can you not be laughing? Every single day, people try to kill us, and we're still here. This happened to me when I lived in Israel 2 years ago. Nearly every single day, I heard those sirens go off, and I had to run to safety. Thank God Israel has this artillery called the Iron Dome. What it does is it tracks where the rockets are being sent at them, sends a counter rocket at it, blows it up in the air, and debris falls from the sky, and that's why you hide in the bunkers. Hello everyone, and welcome to my Schey Talk. My name is Peltz. First of all, I want to thank you guys all for coming to such a great event today. It's for a great cause. Second of all, thank you for coming and taking time out of your day to hear me speak about something I'm passionate about, and something these 10 fantastic speakers are passionate about as well. So what am I here to talk about today? Well, as we all know, there's an election coming up this year. And this election is really proving to be kind of a joke. I could stand up here, tell you who to vote for, who not to vote for, but I'm not going to do that because I, just as much as the next person, hate politics. And all these people up here, I do not want running my country. So instead of debating on who we dislike the least, let's use this election, let's use it as an opportunity to really figure out what issues you're passionate about. What really matters to you, and what candidate really represents those issues the way you want it to. For me, one of the most important issues is America's relationship with Israel. So why should you listen to me talking about this? Well, I have some ties to Israel, so currently I'm a Grinspoon Morningstar Fellow for the Israel on Campus Coalition. What that means is I plan Israel advocacy programs on campus. I'm also a member of AEPI, the International Jewish Fraternity, and then I've been to Israel twice, once on a 10-day trip, and then another time, 2 months I spent there interning for a sports marketing agency. So let's get back to Israel. This is the Middle East. This is Israel in the middle. Okay, well, Israel's right in the middle right there, and they're surrounded by very unfavorable borders, about 300 million people that hate them. And I'm not talking like, oh, Becky, you like Jason too? I hate you. No, I am talking like, I hate you, I want you dead. Okay, so let's look at it. We got Lebanon in the north of them. Lebanon is home to Hezbollah, a terrorist organization that likes to send rockets at Israel on a daily basis. And then we have Syria to the east of them. Syria is in the middle of a civil war right now with ISIS there, and ISIS is another terrorist organization that wants Jews dead. Then we have Jordan. Jordan is technically our ally, but at the same time, they don't really do much for us. They're all about the Palestinian-Israeli peace movement, but they don't really do much for it. And then we have Egypt, who's been our friend for a while, but it's always been at a cost. They'll ask us for land, money, resources, and they'll be like, okay, now we'll be your friend. So even with all these borders and 300 million people that hate them, that's not even Israel's main concern. Their main concern is internal. So here's Israel. Not much bigger than New Jersey, about 3,000 square miles bigger. As you can see, there's two areas in Israel that are miscolored, or the same color as the surrounding areas, Gaza and the West Bank. Well, they're both Palestinian territories. The West Bank is, I'm not going to get into that because it's just a whole other story. You can have a whole other TED Talk about that. I'm not going to do that today. It's just full of conflict, controversy, and there's people trying to go to the West Bank to blow things up, people from the West Bank trying to blow things up, Neither side's right or wrong. It's annoying. But then we have the Gaza Strip. Gaza's a different story. What happened is in 2005, Israel gave Gaza to the Palestinians and said, here you go, here's some businesses, some architecture, start a state, be successful. Well, in 2006, Gaza had their election and they elected Hamas. What's Hamas? Hamas is a terrorist organization. In their charter, it actually says one of their main objectives is to destroy Israel and everything they stand for. That sucks for Israel. So, what does Israel do about this? Well, one thing about Israel you have to remember is their army is a defense force. They will not enter a country unless 100% necessary. Well, with Gaza sending rockets at Israel, you see how Israel gets a little irritated by it. I get a little irritated if someone was sending rockets at me. So, what'd they do? Well, Israel decides to enter Gaza, but not enter there to go kill people. They just want to destroy their rocket launching areas, their artillery. Unfortunately, Gaza, Hamas, they hide their artillery in schools, mosques, UN buildings. So when Israel does blow up a building, Hamas can take a picture, put it on social media and be like, look what Israel did. They destroyed a school. Very unfair for Israel, but they have to do whatever is necessary. So, what is my message here today? Well, even amidst all this hate that Israel continuously has, 300 million people that want them dead, they still make advancements in some of the most important industries in the entire world, some that you guys probably don't realize that you use on an everyday basis. So let's look. What does Israel do for the technological world? Created Intel processors for your computer. Windows operating system was developed there. You have antivirus software. The first mobile phone was developed there. Voicemail. Video on demand. And for those of you in our generation that like to call it Netflix and chill, that's it right there. Where else have they made advancements? Well, let's look at the medication world. They have one of the best healthcare systems in the entire world. They've made advancements in treatments for cancer, AIDS or HIV, Parkinson's, epileptics, sleep apnea. Anything you can think of. If you just look up Israel medicine, you will find a whole list of everything they've helped with. And on top of that, we have billion-dollar corporations in America that every day support Israel. They have branches in Israel, and they have said openly they support Israel. Companies like Coca-Cola, Nestle, Disney, Kimberly-Clark, and Sara Lee. All these companies still support Israel, openly state how much they love the country and what they do for them because they make such great advancements in the world. So now, I'm not trying to put Israel on you guys and be like, oh, you guys should do this or do that or go to Israel, which I think you guys should go to Israel, but that's not the message today. The message is, this is what I'm passionate about. This is what I care about in this upcoming election. This could mean absolutely nothing to you. But this upcoming election uses an opportunity to figure out what you're passionate about, what you care about, get behind a candidate who really agrees with you, and make a difference. Because in America, everyone deserves to have their voice heard. So thank you. Go Bobcats. Beat Morehead State.